People ask us all the time, what's the most common thing that you fix? And by far, the most common issue that we run into is bad hubs. Somebody just didn't grease it. Maybe they blew a seal, they didn't know about it. We're gonna show you how to fix it. Start by removing the wheel. All right, so it looks like, just lack of maintenance. No grease in the hub. Remember, there's no protection for these bearings except for grease. That's it. If you leave a set of bearings outside one night, come back tomorrow morning, they're all rusty. Hopefully, you caught it in time. And the spindle's okay. The 1.5 inch socket here. Hopefully we can get this thing to turn nice and easy. Didn't mess up the threads. Man, this thing is just dry. Dry. Look at that. Just no grease at all in this thing. No wonder it broke. Oh man. Spindle, seal, saver. Well, we need to replace all that stuff. So now we've got to use our little cold chisels to try and get these inner pieces of the bearing off. A lot of people say, hey, my race is stuck on there. I mean, I guess you can call it a race if you want. Progress is slow. It's important to keep this surface as clean from marks as possible, because our inner bearing, our outer and inner bearing are going to slide back on here. So we're going to have to sand this down quite a bit. It's got lots of rust growth on there. Spindle looks in decent shape, so there's a lot to get rid of here. Normally we don't start with a cup brush, but that's what I'm starting with today. I hope I have a spindle seal. Got these bearings here. I just call them checker bearings. Got a line there we need to probably file down. Looks like it wants to go. Reason why you want to check is if you try and say, oh, this looks good, and you throw a new hub on there, whew, if that bearing sticks, you've ruined the seal trying to get the hub off. Just lots of problems. So always check before. Looks like I need to go get a file some of this down. This process is kind of tedious, but it's very important. If we take too much off this spindle, try and use a power tool to grind this down or something, there's a good chance this bearing is not going to sit in the correct spot, or it's going to sit kind of at an angle because it's just not tight enough. So we just have to work this little line down by hand. We have a little tiny rib right over here. Right here. That's keeping that bearing from going on. So we're going to sand that down. When you're doing this, you can kind of feel the file catch certain areas. It's kind of hard to do it just by visual because you can't see the underside. You just kind of have to feel where the file catches and work that down a little bit farther. Check it again. Getting close. Getting close. Oh yeah, perfect. And when we spin that outside bearing, we do not want that inside to spin. If that inside spins, we could probably forces it around. Inside spins, we've got an issue. We don't want this bearing, this inner part of the bearing, to spin while it goes down the road. It creates lots of excess friction. Something's catching right there. Nice. Perfect. You should not have to hit this on with a hammer. If you find yourself trying to knock a bearing on with the hammer, you're winding up for all kinds of problems. We don't want to damage the cage that the rollers are in, any of that stuff. Nice. All right, now we're gonna shoot some grease out of this thing. That nasty old stuff out. Gonna have to order a spindle sleeve for this thing because I do not have one. So we're gonna change the seal a little bit and hopefully get it. No grease on the back. Good to go. Torque bar, socket, impact.